Hey everybody, it's April. It's time for plank break. Riley is in the room, so he may or may not be hanging out. Where are you going, Riley? He doesn't feel like planking with us, apparently. So I'm working from home today, so I'm planking at the house. And we're going to do our 5 minutes, and you can do however many minutes you want. You can do them however you want. I don't have a plan for whether I'm staying on forearms or switching up. Yesterday, I think I did the whole thing on my hands. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, but I am going to start on my forearms today. So, just starting up with setting up your nice form. Arms out in front of you. You can interlace fingers. Oh wait, first wrap your arms around your biceps so you make sure you have your arms the right distance apart. Then you can either bring your hands flat or you can interlace your fingers, whatever works for you. Press your arms into the floor. Begin lifting your upper back, rounding your shoulders, pulling in your belly. Lift your chest up toward the ceiling and then come up on your feet, shifting your weight forward. You're always making sure you don't leave your hips up in the air. Pressing into the floor, keeping your gaze out in front of you. So you're working on your nice long spine. If your chin is tucked, for one thing, you're kind of cutting off your airflow a little bit. Also keeping your spine from being nice and long. Same with looking up. You don't want to put a crick in your neck. You want everything to be long and neutral. So your spine is in one long line. We're at 30 seconds already. Pressing your heels back. So that's helping to tone your legs. And just, when you're working on planks, you're toning. You're also helping with your posture, which helps you look and feel younger and taller. And that's all good stuff. Oh, I see Riley again. Hey, what you doing? And I was talking about sticking your butt up in the air. A lot of times that happens as you hold your plank longer. So you may not be aware of it, but you have to just kind of 1 minute. You have to keep checking back in. Make sure you're pressing into the floor, pulling in your belly. Yesterday, my 10-year-old neighbor decided he wanted to try planking. And he did a great job, by the way. But as the time went on, slowly his butt started creeping up. He had to switch his arms around a lot, which it was still great, though. He did hold it for 5 minutes. But just if I hadn't been there to yell, put your butt down, lower your butt, he would have had it up in the air. And not that that's totally taking away from the benefits of plank, but it does tend, I guess it makes it a little bit easier. Takes away some of the work that you're doing when you're putting your hips up too high. One of the things I wanted to talk about though today was I'll go online and read different articles about the benefits of plank and what it can do for you. And one of them I was reading today that said plank can actually make you happier. 2 minutes. And I know I've mentioned before how it does help your endorphins, which also helps with your mood, and that makes you happier. But this particular article was also talking about how when you're stronger, you feel happier. When your posture's better, you're happier. When your abs are stronger, your core is stronger, it makes you happier, and that's true. It's also talking about, we're at 2:30, by the way. I'm going to switch. I'm switching to my hands. Whenever you switch, make sure you come back to your good form. Pulling in your belly, pressing into the floor, shifting your weight forward slightly. Okay, so going back to being happier, just knowing that you're stronger makes you feel happier about yourself, and it improves your confidence. And having more confidence is one way to really make you feel happier. We're at 3 minutes. And knowing that, maybe you're aging. Well, we're all aging, aren't we? I guess what I mean is as you age, you might start to feel a little bit weaker. Maybe you feel like there aren't as many things you can do to exercise because you're aging. And plank is one that you can do as you're aging. And maybe that helps you work into some other exercises. Just by starting off planking, because it is just body weight. You're not lifting weights. 3:30, you're not working on any equipment where you could harm yourself. You're stationary, not moving around, maybe where you would feel like you would trip and fall or anything like that. You're right here in one position. Well, you may shift a little bit from your forearms and maybe do side plank. But other than that, you're really just in one place. But that makes you happier if you know that, yeah, I'm getting older, but I'm not letting everything deteriorate. 4 minutes. You're also strengthening your bones. And knowing that makes you happier. You know, as a woman over 50, over 55, as my one son Brody says, as a woman pushing 60, I have to be very aware of my bone density. You know, we even have to have a bone density scan occasionally just to make sure things are holding up. And you know what? Mine was fine. I had normal bone density. And I know a lot of that is from 4:30, from doing yoga, planking, working on holding up my own body weight. Planking also helps you with things like arm balances because you're stronger. It also helps you with handstands, which handstands make me happy. I do handstands every single day. We're at 10. We have 10 more seconds. My arms are shaking today. Wonder why. Keep pulling in your belly. Hold it and breathe. We're at 5 minutes. I'm going to hold a few seconds longer. And that was something the little boy next door said yesterday when he was holding it. He said, I'm going to hold it for 5 minutes and 1 second. And he did too. Okay, we're at 5:12. I'm coming down. So I feel happier knowing that I did a 5-minute plank. And hopefully you do too. Tomorrow I'm having a special guest. And I always like to have at least one guest star during the week. And I'm sure you like that better than just listening to me yap for 5 minutes. Okay, keep planking. And I'll see you tomorrow.